They're set now, gates open, off and racing, and Baby Esker the roughie the first to go. Make Mine Super, Good Vibes away quickly, coming across now on the outside. American Thighs and Bondi Plunge kicks up there with Run Along John. Over on the inside, Just Famous soon after the start, Chop Suey, followed by Firm Talk on a winning day, sitting out there very deep. They're being followed further back behind those. Next of all is Snip of Glamour, Dreambrook also back there in its company, and further back behind them, Divine Currency, who's next to last. The tail ender is Hot Lips Lil. Leaving the Riverside, they went up by the 550, and Make Mine Super had gone to the front 3/4 on Good Vibes. Baby Esker third. American Thighs is next, scouting deep on the track. Back in the middle, Chop Suey. No Run Just Famous for the moment. The favourite comes to the outside, Bondi Plunge, as they balance up by the 250. Good Vibes hits the lead. It's Good Vibes, a length and a half. Bondi Plunge. Chop Suey is there on a winning day, keeps coming. Bondi Plunge hits the front on a winning day. The danger, Bondi Plunge on a winning day. Bondi Plunge is pulling out all stops though. Bondi Plunge beat on a winning day. It was tight for third. Snip of Glamour or Firm Talk there, and also running on down the outside is Dreambrook from a long way off them. In behind them, Just Famous didn't see a lot of room in the straight. American Thighs, Chop Suey together, followed by Baby Esker. Good Vibes weakened right out of it. Then further back behind those, when they'd pulled up, is Divine Currency, and it with Make Mine Super, Hot Lips Lil, and Run Along John are the last group home. Bondi Plunge is the winner. Number 10, Brad Parnham for the Dan Morton stable. The Bondi filly. Number 10, Bondi Plunge, has defeated 6 on a winning day, which has gone down fighting after being wide all the way. And Firm Talk is third home. 8, Snip of Glamour fourth. So the interim numbers are 10, 6, 5, 8. 10, 6, 5 and 8. And the time 1:05, 8, 9. 3/4 by 3/4 are the margins. Good win there. Parnham had it going, rolling. Hard to make up the ground. They've got to be on their bike coming to the corner so far after the first 3. And certainly Brad was doing exactly that on this Bondi filly out of La Plunge. For Carol Morton, Buck Rogers, Mrs. C. Smitham, T.J. Smitham, Mrs. L.C. Smitham, T. Hart, S.T. Smitham, J. McCavanagh, R.J. Walker, A. Durnan, P. Eldridge, Luke Morton, N. Stock, L. Torpy, J. Beer, A. Hayden, R. Keegan, M. Smith, and Ms. N. Watts, the owners involved in this filly. And she's won her first race from 9 starts today in 1:05.89, 35.65 the last 600 metres. On a winning day is second home by Winning Rupert from On a Given Day. Trained by Michael Lane, handled by Clint Johnston Porter. Firm Talk, the newcomer, by Star Witness out of Money Talker. Prepared by Tiana Robertson, written by Jared Noski in third spot. But it's the favourite that prevails in the Key Clean Maiden. As we look at race 4, the Amelia Park Maiden over 1,600 metres. Number 3, Alien Clovis, coming out with 18, Harlequin Prancer, 19, Zanique, 20, Agrabah. Jordan Turner's on 17, Hero Hunter in another capacity field, going into the next over the mile at 1:44. Time now to head downstairs to the yard, and we'll join Lockie. This favourite gets the job done, and a good ride too by Brad. The pattern certainly indicating to us here that you've got to be rolling coming into the corner. Those sitting back and waiting their turn, finding it very, very hard to have an impact late in races. So it was the right ride on the right horse.
Was Darren, thank you very much. Brad Parnham continues his good form in the saddle. Bondi Plunge, Scott, finally start number 9, breaks maiden status. She's been knocking on the door for a long, long time, and courtesy of a lovely ride from Brad Parnham, finally gets into the winner's circle.
Well, it seems like a long time ago, Locke, since that debut performance as a 2-year-old when she flashed so much potential. She's broken through here today, and she ended up in a beautiful spot. Bondi Plunge there, just sitting off the back of the speed, staying out of trouble and peeling to the outside. And she's too good for on a winning day. A really nice improved effort there from Michael Lane's mare. She won't be a maiden for too much longer. Firm Talk, luckless in the home straight. He's a big follow out of that race. And there was a few there that had a few hard luck stories, unable to really get get into it as that momentum built around the outside. There are a few horses back towards the inner that were just getting held up and shuffled further and further back. So a race where you're probably going to have to watch the replay a few times to get your head around who you do and don't want to follow out of that race. But for Bondi Plunge, it's great to see her break through. Bradley Parnham's ridden his first winner on the program. He'll weigh in and then we'll get a word from him, and we'll also ask about investment strategy because obviously he's going to be one of the more intriguing gallopers on the program today as he goes first up over 1,500 metres into the Challenge Stakes off the back of a couple of trials that Bradley's been aboard in. First and foremost, we'll start with this filly in Bondi Plunge. 10, 6, 5 and 8 are the numbers out of race 3. Bradley Parnham joins me now. Brad, looked like you ended up in a nice enough spot from an awkward draw in the end.
Yeah, I mean, I still was caught quite wide, but on this type of horse, really just wanted to keep out of trouble. So although I was pretty wide, it wasn't really the end of the world. There was enough speed on. I was able to just sort of sit there nice and comfortable, keeping a good rhythm, and yeah, straightened up. Felt like the winner, and yeah, it was too good for him in the end. 100
metres to go. Clint's horse off your back looked like the main danger, but she, to her credit, shook her off pretty strongly late.
Yeah, I think more than anything, my horse probably started to stargaze a little bit, and you're out in the middle of the track there, and it's hit the front quite easily. So it's probably started to wander, but as soon as it felt Clint's horse there, yeah, sort of dropped another gear and put it away.
Talk to us about the trials of investment strategy for his first run later on today.
I've been really impressed with him. I think he's going super, so he should be very, very hard to beat. I think, you know, maybe a horse like A Lot of Good Men, if he can get back to his top form, he'll be a hard horse to beat, but yeah, he's going to have to be at his top because I think my horse is going really good.
Congratulations, well done.
Cool, thanks.
There's Bradley Parnham combining with Dan Morton and Bondi Plunge in the colours of Buck Rogers, breaking maiden status here at Ascot in the Key Clean Maiden.